German is really bad, so I apologize. I hope you can get something out of this because only I can say is Ausfahrt and Dankeschön and Bitteschön. That's my German. Sorry, guys. But I guess you don't know Finnish as well, so that's fine. So maybe I just speak Finnish and you guys talk German back, so that's one way. This has been actually a pretty surreal day because I was supposed to arrive here yesterday, but Scheiße Lufthansa canceled my flight. So I had to wake up 5:30 in the morning today to go to airport, and I flew 8 hours to here, three different airlines. So I made it. I'm alive. Thank you very much. So like I said, my name is Hahto and I come from Finland and Vaasa, which is on the west coast of Finland. And big thanks to Extreme Drummers Universe for bringing me here, and I'm really honored to be part of this event. Great drummers today, really amazing guys. I wish I could have seen all of them, but you know, I came here like around 2 o'clock. I'm gonna play some music for you from Swallow the Sun, my other band I joined 2009, and also from Winter Sun, which is a more progressive metal kind of. Not that progressive as previous drummer, but you know, differently progressive. And I'm gonna play a couple of songs from that band. And also I'm gonna hopefully give you a couple of tips, you know, from practicing and a couple of exercises you can hopefully bring home. How many of you are drummers in this place? Okay, I'm fucked. Who plays tuba or bass? So drummer's best friend, of course. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Like I said, that I'm gonna play a couple of tracks, and if you want to ask me anything drumming related or what's my favorite color, everything goes. But I'm gonna start with the song that's actually from the last Swallow the Sun album, which is actually pretty mellow, and it's more based on the groove and feel, not fast or anything. It's just like, because when I joined the band 2009, I was actually having some problems playing the music because it's much slower than I've always used to play, because I was in a grindcore band for 12 years called Rotten Sound, and did countless albums and tours with the band. So when you jump from that to totally opposite, when you actually almost have to not play at all, it's so slow. So you can take a beer every hi-hat. Oh fuck, there comes a snare. So it's totally different perspective, but I'm gonna play one song to you and then let's continue from there. This track actually has a really annoying click in the mix. I couldn't get it out, so just try to enjoy the bongos. Let's fuck it up. based on the feel that, like I said, for me as a drummer playing grindcore for 12 years, and you go totally opposite. This is actually a fast track of the band. It wasn't even slow. So we have actually tempo. I think the slowest tempo in that previous album was 15, so 15 beats per minute. And you play a regular 8-note beat with that. You can just look at the clock. And it's called Weight of the Dead. It's the ending of the song. It's 15, the tempo, so it's pretty fucking ridiculous. Doom metal. So if you go from grindcore to doom metal, so you understand, because I actually took lessons from Freddy Gruber. Everybody, who knows who is Freddy Gruber? Anybody? He's a legendary teacher, lives in USA, actually died last year. But he's taught people like Dave Weckl and Neil Peart and stuff like that. Steve Smith, really like a guru, old school jazz drummer, used to play with Charlie Parker. But anyway, he taught me a lot about motion, because everything is in drumming is actually motion. Whatever we do in the air, actually the time happens in the air. Because when you play, every hit that you don't play, actually, for instance, you play a tambourine, you have to have both sides of the beat in time, otherwise it sounds like shit. Right, so you have to have the motion, but in drumming we don't hear that air, it's just air. So when I joined the band, I really had to start concentrating what I do between the hits, because otherwise the time would just disappear. Because I consider drumming as almost like dancing, because most of the drumming happens between the beats. Because, of course, you hit the drum, but you have to go somewhere else. If you don't go somewhere else in time, you are not in time. And if your body doesn't move in time, you are not in time, because you make jerky movements. It's actually all about fluidity and the motion. For instance, if I play just through the toms, if I stop here and then move my hand, actually I'm jumping in the air. Just a second. Right. I'm talking bullshit, you know. Well, that's really important, because I really understood after his lessons. It took me a couple of years to actually understand what he meant, that drumming happens actually between the beats. Of course in some music, but when we play faster, there's actually no time to raise the stick from the surface. So actually playing faster was much easier for me than playing slower, because first of all, I didn't have any good fills. When you play slower, everything like it doesn't really fit the music. You have to have something, some idea to be able to play in a certain way. So that was the biggest problem. I didn't have any good feels playing slow. So I had to really think about, because actually every hit needs to mean something when you put it somewhere. Otherwise it's just like reflexes. You just learn in the practice space. So that wasn't really working for me. So I have to think about, again, and think about new ways of to be able to play music so it sounds, because when we play live, we don't use the click. And when you play live without the click, that kind of music, everything is dependent from the drummer. Every hit has to be there. Otherwise it starts to drag, or then it starts to speed up. So that was the biggest problem. Thank God the new songs we're playing, which has actually some backing vocals, female vocals, so that's why we use only the new stuff is played with the click, but all the old stuff from the first album to the fifth is played without the click.